A very good morning to dear students. Today's video we are going to study our new lesson, that is lesson number 8, getting to know plants. Now you know a large variety of plants exist around us, and you also know that plants they make their own food, and that process is known as photosynthesis. So a plant, that has different parts, and each part has a specific and important role. We all are dependent on plants for our needs. Now, in this chapter, we will study about different kinds of plant, different parts of plants, their functions and modifications, and pollinations. Now, let's get started. Now we see different types of plants around us, and they differ from each other on the basis of their size, their type. Okay, now we can classify plants, or you can say plants can be grouped into trees, shrubs, herbs, creepers, climbers. Okay, now first is herbs. Now herbs are those plants which are small plants with soft and short flexible green stems. They may or may not have branches. Examples of herbs are grass, coriander, mint, wheat, spinach, etc. Next is shrubs. Shrubs they have hard and brown stem. They also have many small woody branches, and they live for several years. Like rose, jasmine, hibiscus are examples of shrubs. Next is trees. Trees are tall plants with a thick, strong stem, which is known as trunk. They are very, very tall. Okay, and these have many branches arising from upper parts of the tree. For example, banyan tree, mango tree, coconut tree, etc. Next is creepers. Creepers they have very weak stem, very weak stem. They grow along the ground, okay, and they spread on the ground like pumpkin, watermelon plant, okay. Next is climbers. Climbers they have weak stem. They cannot stand on their own, so they need some support from the wall or sticks like. And examples of climbers are grapevine, money plant, pea plant. You all are familiar with all these types of plants. Now we will study about parts of a plant. In a plant body, they can be classified into main two parts, that is root system and shoot system. The parts of the plant which is found below the ground, it is known as root system, and the part of the plant which is found above the ground is called shoot system. जो root system होता है वो it is the underground part of the tree or a plant, and it always remain inside the soil. And the shoot system ये green part होता है जो ground के above grow करता है. Is it clear? Now roots they help in holding the plant firmly, and it also absorbs water and minerals from the soil, and it transfers to the different parts of the plant. Okay, now there are two main types of root system. First is taproot and another is fibrous root. Taproot में क्या होता है? Taproot has a one main root and a small lateral roots connected. And fibrous root it has lots on lateral roots which is attached to it and does not have any main root. Okay, now here you can see the taproot. Taproot is a single root that comes out from a seed after the germination, and the taproot it grows vertically downwards in the soil. ठीक है, deep down the soil जाती है, and it is also called the main root or primary root कहते हैं. और इसमें से छोटी छोटी branches several roots ki it comes out, and they are known as secondary roots. And plants like neem, mango, carrot, pea, radish, turnip, mustard, they all have tap roots. Next is fibrous root. In fibrous root system there is no single main root. It has a cluster of thin fiber like roots that develop just below the stem, and these root they do not grow deep, okay, and into the soil. And plants like maize, wheat, sugarcane, rice, grass, they have fibrous roots. Next is functions of roots. Now there are some functions of roots. First is roots anchor the plant to the soil. मीन्स ये जो रूट्स हैं ये होल्ड करती है, एंकर करती है प्लांट को. सेकेंडली रूट्स हेल्प्स प्लांट टू एब्जॉर्ब न्यूट्रिएंट्स एंड वाटर मिनरल्स प्रेजेंट इन द सॉइल. Thirdly, roots it prevents soil erosion by binding the soil particles together. ये root जो है वो bind करती है soil particles को together and it prevents the soil erosion. And water and minerals या salts they reach the stem and branches through a system of thin tubes which is present in the roots and the stem. Next is the modification of roots. In some plants, roots they are modified to perform special functions. Okay, special functions perform करने के लिए roots they are modified and or according to the needs of the plant. So first is when roots perform different functions, like the food made in the green leaves, they travel downwards and is stored in the taproots, which is used by the plants in unfavorable conditions. Okay, in the case of turnip. So this is the food storage के लिए roots जो हैं वो fleshy हो जाती हैं. Next, roots जो हैं they grow from the branches and as the roots they reach the ground, they fix themselves in the ground, in the soil, and they give support. They give extra support and these are aerial roots और prop roots भी कहते हैं इनको. For example, in the banyan tree. Next is the breathing roots. Plants like mangrove plants, they grow in wet, salty area, and soils in such cases they have little oxygen. So the plants they have special roots which are known as breathing roots or pneumatophores, and these breathing roots they grow vertically upward from the ground, and these roots come out of the water like a conical spikes. Next is the climbing roots. Plants they have a weak stem such as beetle, black pepper, money plant, and they have a special root arising from their stems nodes. Okay, and next is parasitic roots. These roots, some plants like dodder, they cannot make their own food. They have parasitic roots. These roots they attach to the other plants for obtaining nutrients and water from them. So these are the modifications which are seen in some plants. Next is shoot system. जो part of plant which grows above the ground, as I told you before also, that is known as shoot system. और जो stem होता है ये main part होता है shoot system का. And stem it helps the plant to stand erect. Stem also transfers water and minerals to the plants. Stem is the connection between the root and the other parts of the plant. Thirdly, stem जो है it exposes branches, leaves, flowers and sunlight. It supports the plant. Okay. Point on the stem from where leaf and a branch or a bud arises is called a node. और जो node होती है there are many nodes on the stem and the portion of the stem which is between two nodes, जो nodes के बीच का portion होता है उसको internode कहते हैं. And stem has buds which grow into a leaf, flower और branches. और bud जो होती हैं वो tip पे होती हैं plant के, उसको हम apical bud कहते हैं. And apical bud is responsible for the growth of the plant. Next is the functions of the stem. Stems जो है वो plant को upright position में रखते हैं. They hold the plant upright. They give support to different parts of the plant. And stems it help branches, leaves to spread out, or this helps the leaves to receive sufficient sunlight to carry out photosynthesis. Stem also bears different flowers, different fruits, and stem it transports water and mineral from roots to leaves. Okay, it also carries food which is prepared by leaves to different parts of the plant. Okay, next is modifications of stem. In some plants stems जो होते हैं they are modified to perform special functions. ठीक है, according to the need of the plant as seen in the roots, in the case of roots. तो वैसे ही stems में modification आ जाता है. सबसे first modification होता है thin thread-like structures on the stems, they are known as stem tendrils. एंड ये जो टेंड्रल्स हैं दे प्रोवाइड सपोर्ट. स्टेम्स जो हैं लाइक क्लाइंबर्स सच एज ग्रेप वाइन, कोकुम्बर, इसमें जो ये कॉइल्ड स्ट्रक्चर होता है, दी स्ट्रक्चर जो टेंड्रल्स हैं दे रैप देमसेल्व्स अराउंड द नियर बाय ऑब्जेक्ट्स एंड प्रोवाइड सपोर्ट टू द प्लांट. ओके, नेक्स्ट जो है स्टेम्स दे आर मॉडिफाइड टू गिव सपोर्ट. स्टेम्स आर मॉडिफाइड टू स्टोर फूड. नाउ स्टेम्स में क्या होता है, स्टेम्स इन सम प्लांट्स लाइक जिंजर, पोटैटो, अनियन, दे ग्रो अंडरग्राउंड. ये जो अंडरग्राउंड स्टेम्स होते हैं दे आर मॉडिफाइड टू स्टोर फूड. और कॉमन टाइप्स ऑफ अंडरग्राउंड स्टेम्स हैं पोटैटो, राइजोम्स, जिंजर, बल्ब सच एज अनियन. ओके, another modification is for the storage of water. Plants that grow in deserts like cactus, they have thick fleshy stems to store water, and they can even manufacture food. Okay, they have flattened stem, and these flattened stem it looks like leaves, and they perform photosynthesis. And some stems they of the plants they also protect. They have a thorn like structure to protect the plant from predators.